Guess who's back? Back again. I know I can't sing, I know I can't dance, but who cares? Here I am. Welcome all to another edition of Smelly Sweet. Now, it's been a while. It's been about 5 months since I last did a video. I said I was going to close the channel, not posting any videos until I felt maybe I had something to share. And today I have something to share, kind of reopening the channel. Maybe it is a brief comeback, I don't know. The only thing I know is that if I do a video, I'm not chasing numbers anymore. I'm not chasing stuff like that, because that was something that I felt was wrong the last time around. I felt that I put pressure on myself to get a video out. I felt that I put pressure on myself to get the numbers up. This is secondary for me. Instagram is my most important platform. That is Instagram. I'll leave a link in the description down below and my name up here if you want to go and check it out. It is on Instagram. I'm going to do giveaways. I'm soon at 7K on Instagram, so there will be a 7K giveaway, but we take it on Instagram there. Anyway, I'm back with sharing my Roja fragrances. I wasn't sure what I was going to call this episode, my top 5 Roja fragrances, my 5 Roja fragrances. I couldn't do that because I only got 4. But I'm going to get a 5th one, but I'm debating with myself which one to get. Should it be Elysium Cologne? Bit of bad performance on that one, but that is secondary for me because I really love the fragrance. Then I'm also very interested in La Nuit 2, because reading the note breakdown on that one feels just like a home run. But I'm debating with myself. I said it already, performance on fragrances is secondary for me. The most important thing is that I really love the scent, and that's why I'm here today with Roja fragrances, because I got 4 that I really enjoy wearing. It gives me a lot of pleasure wearing them. So we're gonna talk and we're gonna dive. You don't want to see me talk too much. We're gonna dive right into it by the first fragrance, and that is Roja Oceania. Now, key ingredients in this one is lime, mandarin, some citruses, some jasmine, some white florals, and some moss and ambergris in the base. And ambergris is the only thing that I think connects this one to the ocean. A great thing about that, I need to mention it, a great thing about this one is that 5%, I believe it is, of the purchase, what you pay for it, goes to save the oceans. And that for me is very important. Oceans, the climate, yes, the climate is changing, but the oceans for me is the most critical, because I believe that it's 90% about there of the whole humanity that takes protein comes from the ocean. No, enough about that, more about the fragrance. As I said, ambergris is the only thing that I think connects this one to the ocean if you're talking about scent, because I don't think about ocean when I smell this one. I think about a lake high up in the mountains. A bit of freshness from the citruses in this one. You get a clean feeling, as it is high up in the mountains. It is clean, it is dry, it is pleasant air to breathe. That is what I think about this one, ocean. And one thing, I'm going back up a little bit again. I saw another guy. He did post this video on Facebook groups. Otherwise, I haven't been around watching any YouTube episodes, YouTube channels that much. But I clicked on this dude's channel to just check it out. And he was sharing his very subjective opinions as it was the truth. And that got me thinking, what does it take to become to have a fragrance related YouTube channel or a fragrance related Instagram account? Well, it takes a phone and a lot of money to buy fragrances with, and here I am. So this is my subjective opinion, that I think of a mountain high up in a lake high up in the mountains. Really, me and my wife, we fight about this one because she enjoys to wear it very much as well. So we have to check with each other because we don't want to wear the same scent at the same time. But really enjoyable fragrance to wear. Next up on the list we have Roja Sweerie Aoud. I mean, this for me is the best, most unique gourmand fragrance I've come across. It is, many people say this reminds them of croissants. I could paint a picture, a romantic picture to you guys about me sitting in Paris, in France, on a nice cafe, drinking coffee, eating a croissant. I don't get that, because for me, when I spray this on, the immediately blast I think of is when you're baking at home and you open the oven and you get that hit from the oven and the pastry in there. That is what I think of from the opening. Key ingredients in this one is probably the rose and the pastry accord, also with a hint of smokiness. So the picture I get in my head when I smell this one is, yes, I'm sitting at a bakery eating a pastry, but at the same time I'm sitting outside. Someone passes by me with a cigarette in his hand, so I get a kind of a smoky thing in there as well. That is what I think of Roja Sweetie Aoud. Yes, I forgot to mention longevity and projection, because it is secondary to me, but I know people out there care about that a lot. So I give you 4 to 6 hours of longevity of this one with a moderate projection. I give you 6 to 8 hours of longevity of Sweetie Aoud with a moderate projection as well. They are for me, they are made to wear. You can, this one, you need to overspray this one. You need really to apply it. That I can give you. Next up we have Roja Fetish. Now we're going to approach the psychological effect of fragrances. With Roja Fetish, I think of Mr. Grey. Christian Grey in 50 Shades of Grey. I don't know if I would do that if it wasn't for the name, but I have a perfectly clear explanation that makes sense in my head. But before we do that, we're gonna mention that the key ingredients in this one, that is lime and fig, and there is some labdanum and leather with some woody notes as well. So it is kind of a chypre, but more leather chypre. Makes sense? Yeah. Anyway, the reason I connect this one to Mr. Christian Grey is because, first of all, he was a career man. He has a business and was a career man. That is, gives you, this fragrance gives you a leathery, is dirty, but it gives you also with lime a freshness over it, a clear freshness. And he had a sweet heart, and that is the fig in this one. He had a sweet heart, so he had a soft spot as well, but he also had a dark secret. He was into some weird stuff, not that weird when you watch the movie, but for an average person it sounds weird. And that is the leather in this one, the dark secret. Now, those are the reasons. There is one more reason, because when I smell this one, I think of wealth. I think of a rich person, and he was rich as well. So those are the reasons I connect Fetish, Roja Fetish with Mr. Christian Grey. Longevity wise, I give you 10 to 12 hours with a good projection on this one. Now, last but not least, we have probably one of the most hyped fragrances from Roja, Enigma. But I'm going to talk to you, I can give you the key ingredients and stuff like that. Yes, there is, you have the heliotrope, you have the cognac, you have the tobacco, you have the benzoin and the vanilla. All those notes are key ingredients. And to me, how that combines to give it the Coca-Cola opening, that is a riddle. That is an enigma for me. But well, I lost the thread. The reason I bought this one over cologne version is because it has a way better longevity on my skin. This one, I say 12 hours because I don't want to over exaggerate, and somebody may say, oh, I saw Smelly Sweet, he said he got this and that much hours, I only get 12 hours. Well, on my skin it lasts 18 to 20 hours without a doubt, but I give you 12 hours. Take that in mind, because I have very good skin for fragrances with a great projection as well. Not a beast mode, but it is good. And the reason is the cologne version only lasted 8 to 10 hours on my skin. And also the opening, the famous Coca-Cola opening, lasts for about 1 hour on this one, whilst it on the cologne version was around 20 minutes before that started to fade a little bit. So 1 hour of the Coca-Cola opening on my skin with this one. I'm wearing it today. I'm just gonna reapply a little. My wife is gonna get mad because she thinks it smells too much. It's truly a stunning fragrance. So that is the reason I bought the Parfum Pour Homme instead of the cologne version. That was all for today. These 4 fragrances, I truly think you should try them out, give them a chance, give them a go if you're able. I love them. That's the reason I bought them. So until the next time, everybody, stay safe and be well. Bye.